Hey, Stream Team. Hello, everyone. Tonight we're talking about status, high status, where you are in the pecking order, where you rank in the hierarchy, the social hierarchy. It's so important to everyone. Well, not everyone, but it certainly is important to a lot of people. I definitely learned that tonight. I mean, I think I always knew that, but I never really spent too much time thinking about why. Why is it so important to us what other people think of us in terms of our quote unquote social standing? And how is that standing determined? Now, there's lots of variables. Part of it is that when you are in environments where, let's say, there's a certain amount of egalitarianism in the sense that if everyone isn't immediately recognizable to each other, like no one's quote unquote famous, how are we to know who places where in the hierarchy? How are we to know how to treat everyone? In a capitalist society where everyone isn't seen as equal, we're looking for clues as to how are we supposed to treat you. Should we be deferential? Should we be kissing your arse? Should we be lording it over you? I mean, this is how people operate. This is how people think. They need to know how to treat you. So there's all the different types of ways that people go about trying to indicate their status to others. And that's what we're going to talk about. How did they do it? Why are they doing it? What exactly is going on? And why has it become so important? We're going to talk about all that. But I'm the type of streamer that doesn't like to go too long without saying hello to people when they arrive. So I'm going to take a little moment and say hello and scold these people who have had the audacity to wander in here without pressing the like button. It really is getting to be a bit much. Anthony Glaudel, um, very observant, Anthony. There's also a like button up there that has not been pressed. What are we doing, Anthony? Let's go. Alan, what is the wearing? What do you mean? What is the wearing black at the moment? Um, I don't know. It's a moment I'm going through. I'm going through that moment. Before we switch over to spring, I guess I'm just rotating through all of my New York black clothes. We're like button presses, people. King of TJ. What am I talking about, TJ? I'm talking about status. status. Status, rank, social pecking order, position. Are you familiar, King of TJ? Well, no. I had white on the other night, Alan. Um, I'll try and switch it up for you tomorrow. And on Thursday, I will be doing an eating stream because someone sponsored an eating stream last night. I got a what was it? Was it Cash App? I got a Venmo. I got a Venmo last night um, to pay for my food order and with a request that I do an eating stream. So I will be doing an eating stream on Thursday. Um, Hussein's calling me an angel. I can't really claim that title, Hussein, but I appreciate the thought. Misa Cabral, what are you saying, Misa? You're not making a whole lot of sense. Thank you for the like button press. If people have the audacity to come here and not press a like button, what are you up to? Like, what exactly are you doing? Support this beautiful baby channel I'm growing, okay? Become part of my global tribe. In any case, tonight we're talking about status, STAUS, where you rank in the social hierarchy. And it's really important to people. And that was demonstrated to me tonight in a very, very overt kind of way. But it got me thinking about that phenomena in general. And there are lots of places in our society where you see it. Any situation you go into, there's indicators of status. And I'm presently in a city where people really, peacock their status to others. It's a city that's very superficially driven. So people indicate their status by, the watch they're wearing, the car they're driving, the woman on their arm. All of these things are things that men, I said people in the title because I didn't want to get the the XY chromosome havers all upset. But you men know, you guys, I feel like men, even more than women, are always communicating status to each other because they're jockeying for position. It's another realm of competition amongst men. And, if you've worked hard as a man and you're really successful and no one knows it, for a lot of men, that's just not good enough. They need the other men to know how well they're doing so they can be treated accordingly. And that's where status comes in. You think I look like Naomi? Well, I'll take it. I think she's gorgeous, Hussein, so thank you. The businesses are status. For some, I mean, if you want my like, earn it. Well, just a dude. I own it and earn it by existing. And if you don't feel that way, you can keep it. Just a dude. But for those who are here to give freely, I appreciate you. I mean, businesses are for money, Alan, but money and status are not the same thing. In our society, they're very closely linked, but you could, in our society, be someone who has a lot of wealth and yet not have high status. That's where reputation comes in, because status and reputation are very much linked, which is why I think something like the Epstein files is very distressing to people in power, because even though they're wealthy, um, being on that list lowers their status. It may not lower their net worth, but it lowers their status, the way they're regarded amongst their peers, where they fall in the pecking order. Their reputation takes a hit, and so does their status. And that's why they care. And that's what I'm talking about tonight, status and the role that it plays in our society, and how it's a constantly shifting hierarchy that's ever moving, and there's so many variables that come into play with it. It's a very sophisticated dance that's being done at the higher levels, and even at the lower levels, at every level. And it starts in kindergarten. I mean, who gets to write on the chalkboard? Who gets their hand called first when they raise it? Who gets to go pick up the milks? I mean, they're all different things that indicate status. And I guess it's at its core, it comes down to survival in the tribe. I think it comes from a time when we were all living more communally and we all wanted to be accepted by the group. And so we had to do things to demonstrate our worthiness, our value to the community. And the higher ranking you are, the more valuable you are to your community, the less likely you are to be, excommunicated, to be banished, to be alone. And so the more likely you are to thrive and survive. So I think that's where the status thing comes in. But our society, our ruthless capitalist society that holds nothing as sacred and commodifies everything, even status itself has become this complex, um, very sophisticated dance, and it's hard to interpret. Ooh, look at all these people. Let me say hello. I love it when people come through. Who's here? Um, oh, Ace the Change. Well, Ace, you can go if you don't want to if you don't want to be here. I mean, being here is voluntary. I appreciate those who choose to stay and ride with me. If you are here and you're riding with me, please consider pressing the like button, bink, bink, or tapping on the center of your phone if you're on mobile, bink, bink. And let's get that like button up that one. Hey, Fred, how are you? Thank you for the compliment, Mr. Marine. Welcome back, Fred. Just a dude. And women often flaunt wealth more than men. It's not hate, it's just statistics. Well, no, I mean, I think women demonstrate, but I don't think they do it for exactly the same reasons that men do. I think men are always competing with each other, and so they're always signaling to each other where they are in the pecking order. I think sometimes women show their wealth in like that conspicuous consumption way because they're trying to make it clear to often men that they are either unavailable or unapproachable or expensive, so that the men are on the right page if they have the audacity to approach. Liberty Bible Institute, how are you doing tonight? I'm doing great. Well, thank you, Jaime. Do you need a pool? Do I need a pool boy? I don't need a pool boy. No, I don't need any. No, I don't need any service personnel. But thank you for the offer. Let's see. You should probably put up your. Oh, thank you, Fred, for reminding me. Fred reminded me. Let me put my Cash App and my PayPal into the chat. What was I thinking? What? By all means, thank you, Fred. Let me get that. Let me get that up. How does the status affect you? I mean, to help you take out of a date like the one you went on a couple weeks ago. What? How does status affect you? Well, I mean, uh, I feel like the person who asked me to go out was essentially asking me out to boost his status. He thought that going to this particular place with me would make him appear more impressive to other people. And I think he was right. So I get it. I mean, people can be very strategic with status. If they're trying to wage some sort of campaign to impress other people, then they're going to, have all kinds of ways of indicating their status. Like I said, from the watch to the car to the woman they're with, to the clothes they're wearing, to even the way they speak and comport themselves, to their knowledge of wine and the finer things in life. All of these things are, conveying status and will affect his reputation, will affect his ability to navigate in society at different levels of society. So all of these things matter. Wait, I'm not in the right place. Let me get into the right account here so I can do what my mod friend told me to just pin my information to the chat because he was right on point with that. Let me get on in here. Luke's Barley. Is this like wait, you could become a channel member. Mute. What is this saying? Is this Luke from Mendora, Indiana? Well, hello, Luke. Luke, how can I be your girlfriend when you haven't even you've done no courting, sir? Courting. I need courting. So, I mean, you're going to need to do some super chatting. You're going to need to become a channel member, not just a subscriber, which you should be already if you have the nerve to be asking me to be your girlfriend. Your name should be Green, Luke. You should push that $sign to the right of the chat box and subscribe to one of my channel memberships so you can see all of my exclusive members only content. That's what a boyfriend would do, Luke. That's just that if someone who's on the boyfriend track. If you're trying to woo and pursue over here, you're gonna need to be super chatting, be a channel member, get into my throne site, and let me give you the Cash App and PayPal because I mean, any boyfriend of mine is gonna be hitting those on the regular. So let me get those for you. Let me get those right on up here. Let's see. Just a dude? What are you saying? So why does a guy have to have a certain status to approach a woman? Because you just said women flaunt it with wealth to show man what leak she. Well, why does he have to have a certain status? Because if a woman has achieved a certain way of living, she's trying to let the man know, hey, look, this is the level I live at. This is where I'm comfortable living. If this is not something that you can support, then we're not going to be a match. And so it's a way of saving everyone time. Like if she's a woman who is accustomed to living at a certain level and you clearly can't furnish that, then you should keep it pushing. And she's just letting you know, listen, this is where I'm at. These are my expectations. And by stepping to her, you've kind of agreed to her the frame that she's setting. So that's why it's done. All right, I just pinned that PayPal for the guy who's trying to woo and pursue around here and become some kind of paramour. That's the way you do it, sir. That tis the way. Wait, how do I pin it? Why isn't this going to pin? Did I just pin it? Yes, it's pinned. Okay. Lyle Rogers. Hey, Lyle. Oh, you must have him. Luke Barley. Okay, Luke. You're young, Luke. You gotta learn. I can teach you, Luke. I can teach you, young Jedi. I'm here for you. Let me indoctrinate you into the ways of the provider man. Let me show you, son. Come with me. Come. You start with a super chat. It goes from super chatting, then the cash apping, just whenever you think of me fondly, you cash app. But really, tonight, Luke, you should become a channel member. And that literally is the price of a cup of coffee, even less. And that'll really get your courtship juices flowing because you'll get access to all of my exclusive content. There's like special workouts. There's my my hot tub party, my pool shower, my bikini beach live stream workout. All of those things are in the members only section, Luke. So just press that $sign to the right of the chat box, become a channel member, and then you'll be moved to, super chat and support the channel and keep the lights on in my stream. Let's go, Luke. Let's see some wooing and pursuing. And then once you graduated from that place, you can buy me flowers or pajamas, and the place to do that is in my throne site. So let me just give you that throne site link. I'm coming hard and fast. There it is. He asked, okay? This is not unsolicited. He asked. So I'm letting him know what it takes. I'm letting you know, Luke. Okay, here we go. LF Richard Mill, are you trying to buy me a watch, LF? Cosmos Princess, yes, she gets it. Kook, hey Kook. What type of status am I supposed to have to approach? The huz? What do you mean? Unix? New subscriber, are you a Celine Dion? Am I Celine Dion? I mean, Junior, I'm not that familiar with her work, but I'm not a fan. I mean, I think she has an incredible voice, but to be perfectly honest, I can't tell you the last time I listened to one of her songs, and I don't own any of her music. It's not on any of my playlists. And yet, if I'm at the grocery store or I don't know, shopping somewhere and her music comes on, I have no aversion. That's where I'm at with it. Well, thank you for LW4. Why are all these people here and being kind and complimentary, and yet no one's pressing the like button? It's right there. Bink, bink, let's go. Or if you're on a mobile phone, it's so easy. All you have to do is double tap the center of your phone, bink, bink, and the like button will go up by one. And this beautiful baby channel will be supported. Let's go. Hey, Luke. Okay, hi. I'm great. Terrific Eats. How are you? And Terrific Eats sponsored a meal for me. So on Thursday, I will be doing an eating live stream because Terrific Eats got into my Venmo, which I don't have my Venmo pinned, but my Cash App and my PayPal are pinned. If you want to contribute to some sort of feast that I'm going to be eating on Thursday, you can get into those, or you can send, any donation to any gateway to support the channel. Let's see. New subs, whatever. You can ride your bike with no hand. Well, getting painting, you sound like you are frightfully young. Far too young for what goes on this channel. Not that I don't try and keep it PG-13, but some of our themes are quite adult around here getting painting, so I don't know if you can hang. So why don't you guys just do this to women though? A millionaire guy would date a McDonald's worker, but why can't a woman be the provider? You what do you call it? But you want the man to just to do. We don't want equality doesn't mean that everyone does the exact same things. It just means you have equal opportunity. Just because you have opportunity doesn't mean that that's what you want to do. And as a man, you shouldn't want a woman to support you because it's going to castrate you. It's going to prevent you from nurturing your predatory drives. That's where all your manly strength comes from. You are designed to want to conquer, to compete, to pursue. You're not supposed to be, passive. You're supposed to be out there getting after it and getting what you want. You're supposed to employ your discipline and your cunning and your strategic, ingenuity and get it done. And if you don't have the desire to do that, I think you're a very poor candidate for a partner as far as men go. And we don't want, I mean, you have to understand, women have been subjugated for millennia, like thousands upon thousands of years. You guys have had your foots on our neck, not allowing us to be educated, not allowing us to even have our own bank account and like be able to get a home until the 1970s. I mean, you guys have been brutal and vicious and completely abusive. I mean, all the domestic violence, the foot binding, the harems. I mean, need we go on? I mean, you guys have been absolutely abhorrent. And now that we can finally make a little bit of money in this completely ridiculous capitalist system that we had no hand in designing. You designed the entire government, the entire economic system without any of our say. And now that we're actually able to pay our own bills, you're trying to get on our backs and ask us to foot the bill in a system we didn't even create. I mean, we happen to be able to thrive in it because we're fabulous. But I mean, we had nothing to do with even creating any of this. I mean, I just feel like as a man, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed that you even want a woman to do anything for you, given all of the thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years that you've had your foots on our necks. I mean, it's a miracle that we're able to actually compete on the same footing with you after all the oppression. I mean, sir. Okay, let's see. I don't, okay, Diego, I'm not sure what you're saying there. You need to explain yourself. You need women who adapt to our level. Well, Roots, that's fine, but if your level is down here and the women are here, they're not going to adapt to your level. They're going to stay where they are or rise. And if you can't meet it, then you need to look for women down there. I think the problem with you men, a lot of men, not all, is that they want women who are up here to come down and deal with them. And that's not going to happen. So just get in where you fit in. Find women at your level or lower. And then then you can, have a little bit more say so. But if you're going to be all aspirational and want women who are already, peaking, you're going to have to compete. I mean, fours don't get tens. It just doesn't work that way. If you want that level of woman, you're going to have to rise. You're going to have your money up. You're going to have your whole game up, your strategy up. And if you can't muster that up, no problem. Get down there with those fours. Okay, let's see. JRB, how much money do you think it would take for you to be able to get something like that to happen? Let's see how much money. Why don't you start gifting in my super chats, JRB. Yes, a spider just came out of the painting on the wall. Awesome, I love spiders. Great, wonderful. Metal is love. Metal Hoosie says something is love. Okay. Well, Venus Spacey, if you don't like it, that's not a problem. I'm not for everyone. You don't like it, but you're engaged. Even if you're here to hate watch, I appreciate you. You're boosting me in the algorithm. So whether you're here to like, or to love, or to hate, or to begrudge, you're still here. And that's what counts. Thank you. You should have long braids for maximum view. You think so, my king and god? I've actually had braids before. Done braids. When the summer comes, I may do them again. I don't know. But okay. Heard. What's cracking? Oh my God, the Mexican G, aka Jose 3717. How are you, Jose? What's been going on in your wild and wacky life? I know something crazy. It's you've been gone for too long, Jose. Since you've been gone this long, I know you did something crazy. Joseph DeAngelis. Well, thank you, Joseph. What a compliment. Thank you, sir. Are you equal to something that you can impose your will on? What do you mean, Bojangles? What do you mean? Are human beings equal? What? I don't know. I'm not going to make any one species superior necessarily to another. We're all just different. We're all just different. I think you need to collab with influencers. They have, well, yeah, I'd love to. If anyone knows a influencer who just has a, following of a bajillion people and wants to collaborate with little old me, let me know. I will make my way over to their set, or I will join streams with them virtually. I'd love to. Um, Let's see. Bojangles, you have a lot of philosophical questions you want me to ask, even though none of them are on tonight's topic. And I wouldn't even mind getting into them, but you're going to need to incentivize me. So either get back on topic or start super chatting if you want me to switch the topic. Uh, yes, Jose, oppression. What else do you want to call it? What do you want to call it when you won't let a whole? What if we did? What if women did to men what men did to women for thousands of years? You guys can't be educated. We won't teach you how to read. You don't get to decide your partner in life. You just get married off into someone as soon as you hit puberty. If you're over in Asia, in China, we might just bind your feet so that they become little tiny little deformed fetish objects for men to have like sexual pleasure from viewing or interacting with. And you're just going to be treated as like, a piece of chattel or property for thousands and thousands of years. No education, no rights, no money, a piece of property traded between men from father to husband and back again. I mean, what if we did that to y'all? What if we did that to y'all? How would you feel about us? And then we asked you to bury your children, and we had no loyalty to you. We would continue, if we were in ancient Greece, we would have you to bear to have children, but then conduct affairs with other women. I mean, you guys have been awful. I'm not saying you in particular, but like the ex-wives of the past, it's a trail of brutality and oppression. Truly, it is what it is. We can't rewrite history. All we can do is hopefully try and improve upon, the way things have been. I'm glad you're good. Ooh, just a dude is very disgruntled, and yet he's still here. The only thing that matters, just a dude, is that you're still here and you're typing characters into my chat stream, boosting me in the algorithm. And for that, I say thank you. You got to do your taxes. Okay, do what you got to do, Jose. I'm saying you. Woman. Ooh, you are so Jose. You got a lot to learn, sir. Get thee to a history book. Women have been a sole proprietor in society since the beginning of time. Not true. Not true. I mean, there have been outliers, but by and large, subjugated, not allowed to be educated for thousands of years. Everything that they did was done in a clandestine way because it wasn't allowed. I'm open to everything. Couldn't author books. I mean, that's why so many pseudonyms are male names, but there were women hiding behind those male pseudonyms because women weren't allowed to be authors. I mean, it goes on and on. I'm not saying only men, but when I have men, you guys have been in charge. You've been the dominant gender. You've governed everything. You set all the rules of how the society is operating. We live in a patriarchy. So it's very odd and kind of comical to me when men are on here complaining as though they're the victims and wanting women to like shoulder equal financial burden. When a woman couldn't even have her own, like bank account and use it to buy a mortgage in like 1973. I mean, what are you guys talking about? Okay. What's your stance on having oh, wow. Alex, my stance is that you're going to be banished from speaking. I'm going to give you a nice juicy timeout because you don't know how to conduct yourself like a gentleman. Get it together. The older I get, the more attractive. Well, stare, I guess you're, Your mind is opening. It's never too late. Everyone needs to open their mind. I know they weren't allowed to vote, but that's not true, Jose. You're very confused. They weren't just allowed to vote. They weren't allowed to even have bank accounts. They weren't allowed to own property. They weren't allowed to be educated. Like it goes back and back. Keep going back. Keep digging. Okay. Beware the Wilds. Okay, let's see. Blade Runner, I've seen it. Men are more capable to get down and help up and women reach better lives than a woman to look down to help anyone. On Patriot, that's simply not true. It's just simply not true. Women are much more nurturing, and most of the caregiving that goes on in our society is done by women. Nursing, when people are in their last stages of life, when you're in a hospital and when you are probably on the verge of meeting your maker, there'll probably be a woman next to you who will be the one holding your hand. When people become elderly, most elderly parents are taken care of by whom? By their daughters, not by their sons. Women do most of the caretaking in this world, from the infants to the elderly. It is women who do that work. Women also, that's true, Stair God, but only because they weren't even given any voice in the society at all. I mean, bill paying, you guys came up with this idea of bills and like individual property ownership. That's a male concept. That's something you guys did. There was a time when bills did not exist, when people lived with nature. I mean, you set up a system where you need money to even eat. That's not how it was before. You could just pick fruit off of a tree and drink clean water from a stream. But men came along and decided that every breath and every drop of water has to be quantified and paid for. So bills are a concept you guys came up with. Here's the thing I make. My own business. You need to earn my money. I'm not trying to earn anything. I can just make my own money, just a dude. I can just do that. I'm AI GTG. I'm not AI, but I'm flattered that you think I'm AI. Thank you. I get flattered now. I used to find it odd. I'm like, why do they think I'm AI? But now I just get flattered. It just means they like what they see and they don't trust it. It's a little too excellent. Thank you. Actually, if you want to see me pretend to be an AI, if you want to see me be your AI robot girlfriend, if you want to see me do that, I did a series called Made for You, and it's in the members only section of my channel. So if you want to see the members only videos where I do the series called Made for You and I'm your AI robot girlfriend, it's an acting role for me in a fictitious series that I created. You can check that out. Just hit the $ to the right of the chat box, become a channel member, and you can see that content. Well, I didn't say, no one said all. No, Stephen Rogers, I know it's not a gallon. I mean, my grandmothers have beautiful skin and I inherited that. So I'm very lucky in that way. But even if I did have a gallon of makeup on, who would care? I mean, this is Hollywood, baby. This is the media. Anything goes. I happen to not, but even if I did, who cares? Like, who cares? It's an illusion. This is fantasy. Who cares? But I happen to not. All right, let's see. What's up, Andre from the Bay? I like that, Andre from the Bay. Are you really from San Fran? But Eve is the one that ate from the tree. Andre, a man wrote that story. Let's see. Part of the issue is that although women worked since it was benefit the U.S., there was never the shift with household responsibility work shifted to both men and women, but nothing shifted in the. Well, that is true, Chris Raquel. And so women have what they call second shift. They're expected to completely work out in the world the way the man does, and then come home and do the second shift where they have a complete other suite of domestic duties. And it's not realistic. I mean, it's just not realistic. And so women have decided, why am I doing this exactly? If we're partnered in all things, then we need to be partnered in the domestic things as well. Or if I'm going to do it all, then I can just do it alone. What are you here for, sir? And hence the quote unquote male loneliness epidemic and the plummeting birth rate. What was good, GTG? And if you, are you talking about my Robot Girlfriend series, GTG? Because if you are, literally, I think the lowest tier membership is like, I don't know, it's like $5 ish. You should go check it out. Become a channel member. Check out that content. You'll like it. Okay, although women were fighting to work, men were not about to fight for equality in the household. Sure. Well, of course not. Certain, because for men, when you get a woman, you get so much. You get this whole like personal assistant, chef, concubine and nanny combo. And why would men want to give that up? Too many benefits for them. Um, but the original sin people who truly created the patriarchy. There it is. If you sure about you ever worked a 15-hour shift in the elements, while your hands. Pablo, I don't know what kind of hardship you've been subjected to, Pablo, but it's clearly made you bitter. And why you would wish that upon anyone else, I don't know. But telling people to shut the you know what up, who raised you? Pablo, your mother is disappointed in you. Everyone doesn't have to go through what you went through. I'm sorry you didn't have a better upbringing or, better conditions, so you were forced to do that, but that's not everyone's lot. You shouldn't wish that kind of pain on other people. And, trauma and abuse and pain don't give you the right to have a louder voice in society. That's not how that works. So recalibrate, Pablo, or keep scrolling. Let's see. Penguins, and there's all different types of work. Some people work with their hands and their bodies. Some people work with their minds. Some people work smarter and not harder. So maybe you start trying to do some intellectual work so you don't have to do so much physical work. I don't know. Let's see. Including test taking. Let's see. What up, Unique Black is back. How are you? We all should, let's see. How have I been? I've been great. What have you been up to, Unique Black? I started off talking about status and kind of got derailed because, men got their feathers in a ruffle. Let's see. Like button. The like button is getting neglected. If anyone's here who hasn't pushed this like button up here, then please press it. If you're watching on the playback, press it down there. If you're watching live with me now, you can press up here, or you can double tap on the center of your phone, bing bing, and the like button will go up, and I will be very appreciative. Thank you. Hey, okie dokie, I appreciate you. I'm in the United States. Where are you at, okie dokie? I'm in the United States. Just been working a lot, getting more and more hours. Okay, Unique Black's putting in that work, building that bag. I love it. Unique Black's a go-getter. Get on it, Unique Black. Penguin Walrus. We all should do literally every single thing together. Well, I don't know about that. We all need time alone. I don't think you want to do everything in conjunction with other people. I think it's important to have personal space and private time. My most creative and often most enjoyable time is when I'm alone. So I think we all need alone time. I can definitely make some ASMR, and I do custom ASMRs from people. If anyone ever wanted to order a custom ASMR for me, if you wanted me to do a custom ASMR video for you, you can order one from my stand store. I don't promote that as often as I once did. I definitely at one time got a lot more requests for that when I was pushing it a lot more. But if you want to order a custom ASMR from me, let me give you the link for that. It's one of the, I think it's one of the most affordable items in my stand store if you would like a custom ASMR. So here you go. This is how you can get that. Or if you would like to request that I do a video and release it to everyone on YouTube, super chat me, like do an ASMR of whatever, and I'll consider adding it to the list. Let's see. Empathy is very important, Bojangles. Yes, Harrison's back. Whoop, 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 titty, whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, Harrison, how are you? It's going well. I came on here and started talking about status, but I got a little bit derailed, but I'm doing my best. Like button press me. Anyone who's new, Harrison, Bojangles, if you haven't already. Who else was here? Penguin Walrus. Yes. Get in there. Get on that yes. Thank you. Dictionary. Harrison, what is it with the dictionary? Okay, Harrison, help me understand. Maybe if I understood your fascination with the dictionary reading, I can. Does anyone else relate to wanting me to read the dictionary? Harrison, no one else seems to be seconding this idea. This seems to be a you thing, and I'm not mad at that. But you need to get into my Cash App or my PayPal. Or Harrison, you could order a custom video of me doing that if that's what you want, and I'd be more than happy to send it to you. The Waits Experience. Well, and well back at you. Waits, hit that like button, babe. We need men's. No, we don't, Bojangles. It's already called his story, history. The whole thing is yours. I'm just goofing. I think it would be funny for someone to spend money on you just to read it. It could happen. I've had people spend money just to insult me, so why not? That would at least be a little bit more practical. What's the story today? Wait, I started off talking about status, but I got derailed, as I often do with my topic. But I was in a situation tonight where there was so much status posturing, people jockeying for social position, and there's all different types of ways people signal status to each other. Like there's the conspicuous consumption, the watch, the clothes, the shoes, or for ladies, the handbag, or the car you're driving, or the partner you're with. I mean, some people enjoy these things for their own sake, like they have their own aesthetic sensibility that they're appealing to, or they love the feel of certain fabrics, or they have an appreciation for a certain type of vehicle as a machine and as a piece of art. All valid, I get that. But a lot of times what's happening is they are trying to communicate to other people um, that they are of a higher position so that they can get the treatment that is conferred to people of a higher position in our society. And that's just the way our society works. And I think it's the way all human societies work for the most part, especially ones that are Western and capitalized or capitalist. I think in general, though, even in like more, uh, what's the word, less sophisticated or more simple, smaller communities, there is still some form of hierarchy going on, or there's some like delineation of responsibilities, and with those responsibilities come different place in the pecking order. So, I mean, it seems like it's almost like intrinsic, like there's no escaping it. It's like inherent to human community that there's going to be some kind of hierarchy or some kind of um, status and jockeying for position. And obviously, the more elaborate the society gets, the more machinations and nuance there is in how status is conveyed. Let's see. Yes, women hold. What are you talking about? Mm, okay, let's see. It's important to have a feeling of self worth, but it's also dangerous because status can make you self absorbed. Uh huh. All right. Okay, you can reject anything you like as long as you hit my like button and you hang out with me, Bojangles. That's fine. Um, yes, the feeling of self worth, but it's also dangerous because status can make you self. Sure. I mean, that's the thing. I think a lot of the reason people try and project status is because it's reputation, and it's also branding and marketing. And we are in a society where almost everything is commodified, and each person, I think, in this society has been encouraged to almost view themselves as a brand. The way that you present yourself, whether it be professionally, everything from like your LinkedIn situation to the way your business card looks to your website, everything that you create professionally, it has meaning, and the design and appearance of it is communicating some form of positioning status wise. So and it's almost like the entire society is kind of like a marketing matrix. We're all marketing to each other. I still hit the like. Thank you, Bojangles. Well, yes, we don't always have to agree. This space is a global community space to talk about ideas. I'm not necessarily like, in the role of teacher. I'm just in the role of discussion leader. I'm bringing objects, or bringing subjects rather, into the center of the community forum and saying, let's talk about this. And I'm telling you what I'm seeing and learning, and encouraging you to share with me and give me your perspective. That's all this is. And then we won't always agree. And I'm open to having my mind changed. I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I could be wrong about some things. And I welcome anyone who feels that I am wrong about something to present a like cogent, rational argument that I could be like, you know what, you're right, and then change my mind. I'm fine with that. So let's go. This is an open forum for discussion. Most of the people I know who flex their status aren't that high up. Do I know where blank season? Exactly. Well, that's the thing. A lot of the status flexing that you see comes from a place of insecurity. And also it comes from a place of aspiration. Like people are trying to project, you know, the treatment that they want to have, or the position they want to have. It's not where they're at currently, but they're sort of like being aspirational and trying to create a image, or suggest a positioning that they don't have yet, and hoping that by it's the fake it till you make it. By presenting that, they'll get that treatment, and it'll have some sort of like momentum towards the direction they're trying to go in. You usually, and people who are already in a position of power don't necessarily feel the need to flex in those ways, because they've already arrived at the place they want to be in. So there isn't that same impetus to do it. Richard J. Well, Richard J. Get your beauty sleep, Richard. I sense that you need it. Get your beauty sleep. Harrison, I think I've learned over the years that the desire to flawless comes from wanting to be someone you are not. You aren't. Once you're there, there's much. Exactly. I think I said the same thing. We're basic. You're saying you're kind of paraphrasing, or, um, we're on the same page. Um, Aaron Christopher. What are you saying, Aaron Christopher? Make sure does exist. It's called private when you get in public. Okay. Interesting, Aaron. Oh, hi, Shaboy. How are you? Aaron, Richard J, and Shaboy, have you pressed that like button? Have you bink pressed it? Or if you're on mobile and you're live with me now, you could double tap on the center of your phone, bink, and that would get the like button up and support my beautiful baby channel. And I would love that. Thank you. How much can you gin? I don't know, Shaboy. I mean, this is a channel that supports a global community of people. I've had people from 70 different countries here. Every night I get people from, 12 to 15, sometimes as many as 20 countries. So usually they donate to me in all different types of currency, from all over the world. I've had Sri Lankan dollars, I've had Albanian money, I've had UK pounds, of course, Australian dollars, Canadian dollars, South African dollars. I mean, people appreciate what goes on here, and so they support it. So there's that. Thank you, Adam Colson. I appreciate you. Unusual compliment, but I'll take it. Unless I've dialed back into the. Oh, okay, Morpheus. Morpheus, when are you going to become green, Morpheus? When are you going to become a channel member? While you're dial in a channel donation. Someone needs to get the super chat party started. Okay, let's see. Aaron, I'm happy for you. Do you still? Oh, Jose, I didn't see you up there. I don't know. You got lost in all the sauce of randos. I didn't see you, Jose. But of course, you're still one of my day ones, Jose. You are one of the original stream team members. I am loyal. Doug Bell's here. What's up, Doug? Good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How you been? How you been, Doug? Doug, we're talking about status tonight. Jose Rose, exactly. I mean, I don't know. Oh, Jose did it again. Jose did it again. He often confuses my chat stream with whomever he's texting. So especially if he's been drinking. So now I think he's been drinking. The last time he was here and he'd been drinking, he started talking to me as though I was like some girl that he was obviously having a texting call with a girlfriend or a paramour of some sort. And so he started texting into the chat stream as though he were talking to the girl. So it looks like he's done that again. He's good for that when he's been drinking, y'all. Let's see. The true money hasn't existed. Well, yeah, I agree with you, Aaron Christopher. Once we left the gold standard, and got on this fiat currency train, it's been downhill ever since. You drink only had one. You always say you only had one. And to that I say, Jose, you can't even handle one then, because even just one, and look what happens to you. You've been good. I've been great. I mean, I've been challenged, but I'm not going to say that life is full of challenges. So I've been engaged with the challenge that is life, but I'm still able to smile. I'm still healthy. I'm still very blessed. So yeah, I've been great. Thank you, Doug Bell. Appreciate you. Christopher Califax. I don't know. No, he says things that are embarrassing. And then he has to go back and watch the stream back, and he'll realize that he was in here, all inebriated and not remembering what he was up to. You found that your girlfriend was cheating on you yesterday, Christopher? Oh, ow. I'm sorry. How'd you find out? Was it dramatic? Did you walk in on something? How'd you find out? Yes, and Christopher, hit that like button. Jose. Yes, Jose got the super chat party started. All right. Who is this? Christopher, I will help you get through the trauma of having found out that your girl was cheating, but you got to get into that super chat train that Jose started. Or Christopher, I think you should book an audio call with me, and I can give you that one-on-one coaching you need. Let me give you the link. If you are like Christopher and you just need that, that sage internet coaching advice over the phone, if you really need that in your life, then you should book an audio call with me. So let me just go ahead and give you that. Book a one-on-one audio call. You can get on my calendar. It's right on my Stan Store. You just go to my Stan Store and you book it and you leave your number and I call you at the appointed time and we get into whatever's troubling you. Let's see. Nasir, hey, how are you, Nasir? Nasir, how about a like button press? Bleep, 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 bleep. I called her and she said, I'm breaking up with you. And I asked her why, and her friend was with her, and her friend said that she cheated. What? Okay, well, why are you believing the friend? Maybe the friend is just being dramatic. What's the unthinkable? I don't know what I had until it was too late. Jose, I'm telling you, some people just cannot handle alcohol. Not even one. And Jose, I'm starting to think you're one of those people. Or you need to tell them to make you like half a drink, like half a pour. Let's see. Well, thank you, Nasir. You're a sweetheart. Appreciate you. Okay, Christopher. You're gonna be all right, Mexican treat. I think maybe you should switch to like one beer because I think it's hard liquor. I'm gonna guess that you're drinking like tequila or something. I agree. I don't. That's why I don't drink. It's too disconcerting. I did one stream where I'd had wine, and it's titled the Tipsy Stream. And when I watch it back, I can just see how much that wine affected me, and that's enough motivation. I might drink over the course of an entire year, maybe like 4 or 5 times. I'll have wine, and looking back at that video and the effect, it's gonna go down to 2 or 3 times. I'm a water kind of guy. I love water too, Harrison, and I have a very sophisticated water palate. Okay, I can tell you. Is this distilled? Is this from Iceland? Is this spring water? Okay, I'm a water person. Let's see. Chris, she wasn't what? Her friend wasn't. Okay, so do you have any hard evidence that your girlfriend was cheating? You see, we're going down this road, Christopher. If you want me to continue going down this road, I think you should book an audio call or super chat. What a night. I mean, we started talking about status, but you guys seem to not want to engage in that one. Okay. Jose thinks he's talking to me, or he thinks he's talking to the girl in his life, but he's actually in my chat stream again. This is what alcohol does to him. These women mean nothing to me. Give me another chance. I won't. See, Jose. Jose, you're in my chat stream. You're not talking to the young lady you think you're texting. If you want her to see any of that, you need to text it to her, not in my chat stream. That's what happens when members of the stream team get drunk. Pretty funny. I almost didn't get on tonight, but I'm so glad I did. I'm trying to get back to my streaming muscle that I built up after I did it for a year from October 2024 to October 2025, and I had the muscle was like really strong, and the muscle's gotten a little weak, but I'm gonna get it back strong again, and I'm gonna start going hard on the things that I promised about this channel. I know I've been like yapping and not delivering, but I'm gonna start delivering and not yapping. So I wanted to get into it, but let's go. We gotta make 2026 the year. I think I'm gonna have to deputize Harrison soon, since he's bringing people to the channel, and since he seems to have a lot of good ideas. I still have your favorite foods in the fridge. Still have your clothes here. Just come. Jose is talking to the wrong person. Oh, Harrison, you're so sweet. Thank you. Hot sauce, Bojangles? Are you under the influence of alcohol as well? Who's gonna be that 30th like button press? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna get into the threes? Let's go. I don't know, y'all. The night is winding down, it would seem. It would seem the night is winding down. I'm having a great time though. I really and truly am having a great time. Why are you just typing different condiments into my chat Bojangles. Do you need a nap as well? I feel like you guys are out of sorts, since so many of you seem so confused about where you are and how to communicate properly. Maybe I need to cut this short. Bojangles, I'm gonna time you out unless you get it together. Start making meaningful contribution. Although I shouldn't really complain. It's still engagement. The algorithm still loves it. All right, carry on. Okay, let's see. Usually have trouble getting drunk because I can't drink more alcohol because of gluten allergy. Interesting, Harrison. I don't drink it. Also, it inhibits your ability to burn fat. That in and of itself should motivate a lot of people. It's always a W, it's always a win. It's either a win or a lesson, which means it's always a win. Victoria Jaborowski. Hey, Victoria. Divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy raises the vibration. It just does. Thank you, Victoria, for raising the vibration around here. I appreciate you. Sometimes I gotta keep drinking so I feel nothing. Ooh, okay, that's not good. That's called numbing yourself out. Whatever it is, you're running from something. That's just running from your problems, Jose. That's running from pain, running from your problems. If you face those things, if you just take it head on, feel the pain, process the emotions, cry, whatever, punch a pillow, whatever you got to do, process the feeling and move on from it. Don't run from it. Don't try and numb it with alcohol. John Esnow, the United States, New York, specifically New York City. I'm currently in Florida. What about you, John Esnow? Where are you right now? Let's see. And why John, why haven't you pressed my like button? Bink, bink. Press it. Let's see. You forgot Happy St. Patrick's Day? I'm not Irish. I know it's hard to tell. I know you can't tell, but I'm actually not Irish, but it's okay. My experience at bars, everything is overpriced and frankly not that good tasting. I'd rather have a high seafood. I get it, Harrison. You're in California. Where in Cali? What part? Southern? Northern California? You are in. You're part Irish. Waits is kind of a giveaway. That name sounds very Irish. Turn. Harrison. Yikes. Sorry. Sometimes I just. San Diego, aka Man Diego. I've heard that San Diego is where, if you're looking for an eligible bachelor, go to San Diego. That's what I've heard. I've heard that it's like the place to find all kinds of healthy, fit men. Is that true, John Esnow? Us East Coast ladies, the men here are aesthetically challenged, and I've been told that San Diego is the other end of the spectrum. Let's see. The place to find eligible bachelors is my apartment. Okay. Okay, Harrison, noted. No, but seriously, you know how men talk about what cities have the hottest girls, or at least I've heard these conversations both in real life and on the internet amongst men, and they'll talk about which cities have the best looking women. But in female circles, San Diego has earned a reputation. Whether it's true or not, I can't say. I mean, I've been there more than once, but I wasn't really in the market for anything, and so I didn't particularly notice that to be the case. But again, I wasn't looking, so I don't know. You can vouch for that. John says it's true. It's everything you heard. It's true. San Diego food hits different. Wow, Horton. Go back to your mama. Tell her she did not raise you properly and that you don't know how to conduct yourself in a public setting, in a public forum like this on the internet. Go back to gentleman's school, Horton, please. Oh, great Mexican food. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I guess the proximity would make sense. Food shaming? What are you talking about? I would never. I would never. We are rounding out this stream. This has been a strange one. It went in all different directions. I'm asking for help as a woman. What do you mean? What kind of help? What are you talking about? You know what, Horton? I'm just gonna say thank you for the engagement. Although you're very crude and kind of vile, you're still engagement. The algorithm still counts your interest in my channel, your watch time, and all of the characters you type boost this channel in the algorithm. So despite how unpleasant you are, Horton, I will just say thank you. What am I mixed with? You tell me, John Esnow. You guess and tell me. Let's see, I'm asking for, yeah, John, here's the thing. You wandered on here in the last 5 minutes. Like, I've still got 5 more minutes to go before I end this powerful hour. But the cool part is I do this almost every single night. I do it 4 to 5 nights a week. So if you hit that subscribe button and you hit the white bell to enable notifications, you will get an alert when I go live. And you'll be able to come and vibe here with me and my global community of people from 70 different countries. And as we talk about whatever subject I happen to bring up that particular night. And if you really want to party, John, if you really want a good time, you could become a channel member, not just a subscriber. You could push the $ to the right of the chat box, get into channel memberships. And if you become a channel member, even at the lowest tier, which I think is like the price of a cup of coffee, if not less, you can see my private YouTube videos, the exclusive content here on my channel. You'll see things like my Bikini Beach workout live stream. You'll see the hot tub party. You'll see me be your AI robot girlfriend. All kinds of cool stuff. Okay, that's a fictional series I created called Made for You, where I'm your robot girlfriend. That's one of the things that is for members only on my channel. There's all kinds of exclusive, cool, fun content on my channel. Check it out. Become a channel member, and you'll get some of the good goodness. Let's see. She's positive. She's very good. Horton. Oh, Horton. Well, how many do you have? Horton, you sound bitter. I don't know why you're so sad. Everyone starts somewhere, Horton. This is a beautiful baby YouTube channel. Check me back. Come back in a couple years, Horton, and you tell me. You tell me what the numbers are then. Yes, Edward Williams, I can sing. You certainly didn't get enough hugs, Horton, or you wouldn't be trying to be cruel to strangers on the internet. Do I exist? The account. Are you trying to say you think I'm AI? Because you're going to be like the fourth or fifth person tonight that accused me of being AI. And again, I say I'm flattered. Thank you. No, I mean, when people think you're human, it's because they're being like flawed. That means human. What is it about me that's making you think I'm AI? I mean, I just take it as a compliment, but I'd like to know. KJ1's back. Hey, KJ1. Thank you, John. Can you sing a song for you? Edward, I'd love to. You have options, Edward. You could super chat me to incentivize me, or you could order custom audio from me on my Stan store if you want. Let me give you that link. Okay, this is a capitalist society, and I'm a capitalist girl. So, if you want something in this society, unfortunately, it's going to cost you. That's just the way it works. Like, that's how our society works. I didn't make it that way. Other men who created capitalism, they made it that way. So blame them, but they created bills and rules and expenses and paying for what you want. So in that spirit, there you go. Give me to sing for you. It can be KJ1. So am I coming off dumb? Is that what they're trying to say when they say I'm AI KJ1? Is that what you're insinuating? You're trying to form a super group? Well, Edward, what kind of remuneration do the group members get? I'm fielding offers, but let me know what you have in mind. You can send me an email to the business inquiries email address on my channel. You let me know. You ain't no money. I'm just trying to form a group. Well, Edward, I hate to break it to you, but with no money, you're not going to be able to form much of anything. You're going to have a hard time creating people. You could create some AI, create an AI group, because they don't need money. They don't have bills. They don't need food. They don't need apartments. They don't need condos. They don't need homes. But real grown women have grown women bills. So they're going to need money from you, sir. So you either need to get the money up or create some fictional people for yourself. Let's see. You can rap. Okay. Well, Edward, I don't know. I mean, we'll create some tracks and sell them. Get your money up. Beep bop. Okay. How are you? I'm great. Harishon's back. High five, Harishon. How have you been? Good to see you back. You like my grinder's mindset? Well, I appreciate you, KJ1. Okay, I'm a capitalist over here. I'm a businesswoman. This is entrepreneurial endeavor over here. Remedy skill, but if you don't want to do it, then that's fine. Well, Edward, I don't know. I mean, Make a formal offer, sir. Prevent a proposal for me to consider. I'm great, Harrison. On Thursday, I'm going to be doing an eating live stream because someone sent me a Venmo with with cash for food and requesting that I do a eating stream. So I'm going to honor that request. Oh, Harrison, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. AI, attractive individual. Okay, the account. I will take it. I will take that and run with it. You didn't like your series was philosophical questions? Well, Bojangle, you were off topic and you were, you weren't incentivizing a topic change with money. The account W Ritz, yes. You guys, what a fun night this has been. I feel like I ruffled too many male feathers, so things got a little wacky, but it's been good. It's been good. Rather than not. I don't know. You guys are out of sorts. I feel like many of you, even though it's a Tuesday night or a Wednesday morning, depending on what part of the world you're in, I feel like a lot of you are under the influence of alcohol or other substances because you're not making the same kind of sense that you normally make. Men are sensitive but express it in a way other. I agree. Your wallet is becoming empty. Well, you got to fill it, Waits. You got to fill it as we all do. This society shows no mercy to anyone. You got to be in grind mode. You got to have it flowing. It's got to be flowing like water. And if it's not, you got to be in pursuit of that flow. You have boyish charm? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. On this note, I did a powerful hour plus. Okay, I went over the hour. I did a powerful hour plus. And now it's time for some beauty sleep. It's time for some beauty sleep so I can come back and join you tomorrow. How about that? Even though Wednesdays are notoriously slow, so I don't know. I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Well, Harrison, someone needs to incentivize me. I could do maybe one day this week I'll do a longer stream. And then eating night on Thursday night when I do the eating, I'll do a longer one. I'll go longer. Maybe I'll try and do a 90-minute. Maybe. I don't know. There has to be demand enough for that. Okay. What are you on spring break, Dirt Bike? Well, happy spring break. Thing is, I'm part-time capitalist, but I'm just you're lazy. Well, if you're really lazy, design a system that design something that you can automate that will generate revenue for you. That's the only way. That's the only way. Yeah. Okay. Once more, what, Harrison? Your spring break is studying finance? Okay. That's fine. I admire that. All right, listen, guys. I got to peace on out of here, but I will be back. I will be back soon and very soon. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications enabled. Make sure you have the white bell pressed for notifications. Okay? Harrison, you know I'm coming right back. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll be back tomorrow. Thursday at the latest, because Thursday I have a guaranteed eating stream because someone Venmoed me money to do like the eating stream on Thursday. Despecy. What are you talking about, Harrison? Harrison's hilarious. Harrison, I will be back. When I'm back, we'll high five and vibe. And Harrison, it was great that you came back. And Dirt Bike, did you press that like button, Dirt Bike? And did you press the subscribe button? And didn't you enable notifications by pressing the white bell? And John Esnow, I'll know if you're really feeling like my future hubby because when you come back, your name will be green because you will have become a channel member, so you could see some of the membership content. Check that out. And I'm now going to say good night. Good night, stream team. Miss you all. Until next time. Good night. Good night, stream team.